Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that literally redefines what we thought was possible. Master NotebookLM 2.0, the 2026 edition. It's no longer just a simple research assistant where you dump your PDFs. It's totally transformed into a comprehensive general intelligence workspace, and honestly, a literal AI co-founder that works right alongside you. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. The NotebookLM 2.0 revolution. 2. Validating 20K a month business ideas. 3. Studio outputs and auto-sourcing. 4. Live code and portfolio analysis. 5. The Hermes agent integration. And 6. Your automated AI ecosystem. Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the NotebookLM 2.0 revolution. From note-taking to co-founder. So, I want to raise the stakes right away with a pretty provocative question. Can your note-taking app actually build a $20,000 a month business? I know, it sounds a bit like clickbait, but with the 2026 updates to NotebookLM, the answer is a resounding yes. Actually, scratch that. There is a catch. It only works if you feed it the right verified sources. If you feed it garbage, you're going to get hallucinated garbage. But if you ground it in high-quality data, it becomes a world-class strategic partner. There's this quote that just perfectly captures the current state of the platform. It's like Google has breathed general intelligence into this beloved research and learning tool. And it's so true. NotebookLM isn't just parsing text anymore. It natively handles your documents, your spreadsheets, live code generation, and get this, it even produces full audio podcasts and videos based entirely on your curated sources. Moving right along, Section 2, validating 20K a month business ideas, exploiting 2026 macro trends. We actually asked the AI to find B2C business gaps for a solo founder trying to hit 20K a month in profit, specifically without raising VC capital. Using The Economist's 2026 predictions as our verified data, it analyzed the macro trends and spat out these 4 highly profitable micro SaaS gaps. First up, a GLP-1 adherence and muscle companion. Why? Because people are shifting to daily weight loss injectables, but they're skipping them due to severe side effects. Second, a California sober and microdosing log to capitalize on the massive secular decline in wine consumption. Third, an AI-generated vertical microdrama tool, since traditional TV is rapidly losing out to creator-led microdramas. And fourth, an AI agent sandbox for Gen Z graduates who are facing a brutal entry-level job market contraction and really need to prove they can manage AI agents. Now, what's really interesting here is how NotebookLM evaluates viability. Instead of just generating a list, it cross-examines these ideas against a bootstrapper's validation framework. It pits the GLP-1 companion app against the California sober app. And ultimately, the AI determined that while mindful intoxication is a cool Gen Z trend, the GLP-1 app is a total winner. The reasoning? Managing severe daily vomiting and muscle loss is an absolute painkiller, not just a vitamin. Plus, it has incredibly low implementation friction and high scalability via API. All right, Section 3, studio outputs and auto-sourcing. Weeks of work in minutes. The sheer speed and efficiency of this workflow is jaw-dropping. First off, you don't even have to hunt for all the data manually anymore. The AI auto-sources deep, specific industry data right into your notebook. Second, it instantly generates standalone, highly detailed viability reports for your business idea. And third, using its new studio outputs powered by Gemini 3.5, it creates a fully structured slide deck, a step-by-step founder's roadmap, and even an anime-style pitch video to explain the product. It literally transforms raw intelligence into boardroom-ready assets in minutes. Next up, Section 4, live code and portfolio analysis, the data analyst workspace. Let's pivot slightly to show off its quantitative power. We uploaded a personal investment portfolio and cross-referenced it with that same global forecast. The AI wrote and executed live code in its own sandbox to identify gaps in the portfolio. It spotted the European defense spending surge, which is projected at up to $800 billion as U.S. contributions dry up, and suggested increasing defense plays. It noted India is poised to overtake Japan as the 4th largest economy, suggesting a reallocation to Indian ETFs. And it identified a clean tech renaissance. Now, I have to say right now, this is absolutely not financial advice. It's purely a demonstration of how the AI connects macro trends to personal data. And this brilliantly illustrates the AI's specific strategic recommendation. It recognized that companies like Apple, for example, are aggressively moving manufacturing out of China to avoid tariff chaos. Therefore, it mathematically suggested trimming Chinese equities and boosting broad Indian market ETFs. It's executing real quantitative analysis based purely on the verified sources we provided.
Getting to the really exciting stuff now. Section 5, the Hermes agent integration, building an autonomous local brain.
To make this whole local brain thing work, we need to understand MCP, or Model Context Protocol. This is a vital standard that allows local, open-source AI agents to seamlessly connect with and actually control third-party tools like NotebookLM. Think of MCP as the bridge. It's what turns static research and insights into a dynamic, multi-agent software-building machine that runs completely on autopilot. By using a dedicated local machine, like a Mac Studio with 64 gigs of RAM, you can run incredible open-source models like Qon 3.635b entirely locally. This is a game changer. It means your automated tasks, your business ideas, and your personal data remain 100% private. And because it's running on your own hardware, using a tool like Llama or Llama CPP, you avoid paying hundreds of dollars in API fees to cloud providers. It's free, it's private, and it's continuous. Let's look at exactly what this localized automation looks like in practice, with a cron job, which is just a scheduled background task. At 11 p.m. every night, your Hermes agent automatically wakes up. By 11:15 p.m., via MCP, it commands NotebookLM to analyze the day's specific news based on your interests. At 11:30 p.m., it formats and saves those insights securely to your local Obsidian vault. Finally, by 7 a.m., it generates a custom audio podcast brief ready for your morning commute. The machine is literally researching and prepping for you while you sleep. Finally, Section 6, your automated AI ecosystem, memory, multi-agents, and action. So the absolute crucial point here is memory management. To build an AI co-founder, it actually has to remember you, right? The biggest problem with AI agents in the past was that they would just forget what you were working on and break down completely. Well, not anymore. Hermes utilizes 4 distinct tiers of memory. First is the built-in memory, which is deliberately brief so it stays super fast. Second is Session Search, an SQL database to pull up past chats. Third is a plugin called Honcho, which runs in the background collecting implicit understanding patterns about how you work. And fourth is an Obsidian second brain. This is your complete markdown vault where every product requirements document, every piece of research, and every task is stored permanently for the agent to reference later. Let's move to and see how this builds into the ultimate zero-to-hero pipeline. Just look at this beautifully orchestrated flow. Step 1. NotebookLM verifies a high-profit micro SaaS idea. Step 2. Your local Hermes agent grabs that research and drafts a precise software spec or PRD. Step 3. You orchestrate multi-agents inside something like Discord or OpenWebUI to literally write the code in parallel. And Step 4. Your completed working desktop app launches, and as you use it, it seamlessly saves your data straight back into your Obsidian vault. It is a closed-loop system of pure productivity. We've covered a massive amount of ground today, from evaluating macro trends in NotebookLM all the way to automating local code generation with Hermes. So I want to leave you with a provocative question, and consider this a little quiz to test your retention. After mastering this incredibly powerful AI ecosystem, what will you build first? Take a moment, think about those macro trends, and drop your wildest NotebookLM and Hermes business ideas in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep building.